శ్రీ లక్ష్మీ నరసింహస్వామి జ్యోతిషాలయం శ్రీరామ్ గురుజీ. మా ఫోన్ నంబర్ 8885522279.
Today we are here because these two gentlemen standing beside me made this happen. When I met them for the first time, all I could feel is pure passion and something to do for the country. Uh, they're well settled there in the US, doing great work. And when they think that, we need to give back to the society, make sure that we educate our people, make sure that they don't get cheated by all the fake products that are in the market. And then they launched something called Alphalete, and I was really, really humbled and proud to be a part of this journey. Because as when I started working out in my college days, I remember my sister used to live in the US, and every time she used to come, I used to ask for, get me a protein powder, get me something which is related to fitness, because we could never actually trust what was available. And I'm sure Sharvana and Suresh must also be getting a lot of demands from their relatives. And then they decided, man, this is enough. Let us launch a platform and let them get their own stuff done. We are not going to fill our suitcases with all these proteins. That was the reason, Sonu, you imagine?
Definitely. It is actually great to have Sonuji on board with us, believing in our cause. And we sincerely thank him from the bottom of our heart. And when we were looking for somebody to represent our company, to oblige to be our chief guest, the first name that popped up was his. And because he believes in the principles that our foundation is for the Alphalete. So that, I think, is a very organic combo. So we decided to invite him, and we're really thankful that he obliged with our request twice, once in Delhi and once in Hyderabad. For that, we are very thankful.
We are family, sir. Like I said,
family.
it's always a very special journey when you bring, the best of the people around, and we have all these gentlemen, legends sitting in front of us. Thank you so much for making this evening so special. And Suresh also, when I saw him, I said, man, this guy knows what fitness is. When you asked, what supplements you should eat, what exercise you should do, you need someone who's actually gone through that process. It's not something you read and you narrate those stories. You have to live. You have to go through those ups and downs, that journey. And I'm sure Suresh must have gone through that. And then you decided it has to happen, right?
Oh yes, for sure. I did. I was 27. I broke my leg. I started gym. I started working out only because I had to, start walking.
And that was five years ago, right?
5 years ago.
5
No,
years
four.
ago. 4 years, sorry.
Yeah, I started walking. That's how I got, obsessed with working out after that. And that's how I met Esteban at the gym. I was 150 pounds, skinny dude. I don't know what I was doing. And there was this tall, 6'3" dude, looking like a Greek god with 8 packs and stuff. I was just ogling at him, and he came to me, said hi. I just said hi, and then we became friends. Since then, we've been friends for like 15 years. I'm sorry, 4 years. Yeah, I know him. Yeah, this is India God, right? Yes. And I have been through the journey, and that's how I learned about what supplements are good for you, what's not, how to take supplements, what are supplements, basically how to work out. Even the basic fact that how to work out, I learned it at the gym. I learned it by interacting with people. That is true. I have been through the entire journey.
And Suresh, the best thing that I learned about the whole journey was that you have designed the roadmap. It's not that you're just giving the supplements, okay, someone asks for the supplement, you give them, but all the people who are going to be there at those stores, they're going to be trained. They're going to be well informed. If someone walks in, they will get to know what exactly is needed for their bodies, which is the best part.
Absolutely. If you're not trained as an Alphalete employee, you're not supposed to talk to the customers or suggest any products or anything because we want our employees to be well informed about our products, the ingredients, and what it does to every individual. There is no one shoes that fits all. Every individual is different. The body composition is different. The genetics is different. Everything, the day that they go through, the workload, everything is different. So we want our employees to understand each and every customer, customize the product stack for them based on their goals.
I would like to add that this is a main difference between Alphalete and any other company in India. We want to first educate our consumers before selling any products. Our agenda is not to make money. If it was, we would be selling products left and right. But we want to believe in that anybody who's consuming any products, they need to know what it is, how much do they need to consume, and this is where Alphalete is going to be making a huge difference in the market in India. Every flagship store that we have is going to have a certified professionals who are first trying to educate the consumers before talking about any product. And that we are very proud of, and we are happy that Sonuji believes in our concept.
So now we'll make sure you make a lot of money too.
Thank you.
That's more important. When you hit the gym, you get a coach who'll train you, who'll tell you what to do. But I think Alphalete, it's a coach who's going to guide you what to eat and how right it has to be there, right?
And from there, we send them to the gym. It's reverse.
Step-by-step process.
So yes, I feel the whole country is there to support you and you make you the richest man on this planet.
Thank you.
So how much commission will I get it? How much will I get it if you become the richest one?
आप पूछो तो सही.
पूछ ही रहा हूँ.
आप ही decide करो.
No, I really want these two gentlemen to really make sure that they achieve what they have dreamt, and the intentions are truly pure, which makes this journey so special. And I promise you that India is going to lay a red carpet for you, and we have all these legends who are going to be our guiding force. And when I was talking to my friends, that Alphalete is going to be there and all the big names. So they were very proud. They've been well informed, working out since so many years. But they really felt happy that there's something going to be like Alphalete who's going to guide them, and pretty excited about this.
We are new in the market, and if there is someone who can represent our values, for us, it would take a lot of time for people to understand. But if we match with you, that is all it is. Because all the principles and policies that we have, you are embody of all those policies. And that, I think, we are very happy to say.
Thank you, Sonuji. And that's what we're trying to build, a belief and trust. And the fact that the fitness icon Sonuji is believing us is a big statement within itself that, we are going to be successful. And I believe in it too.
And when Alphalete is going to become the number one, all the people in Hyderabad are going to say only one thing: Bummale Vadala.
I love that. Wow. So, Sonuji, who is your fitness? What's been your major? Why do you have so much of self-discipline? What is your major motivation?
When I started working out, I didn't know anything about what proteins are, what carbs are. I was in my college days, wanted to do, was doing my engineering, and I just used to work out and eat whatever used to come, in front of us. But now with so many players who are going to tell you what is right, and how important it is to consume. There are so many myths that people have. Okay, if you eat some protein powder, it's going to affect your kidneys, or you're going to have your health problems.
In our country.
So I think that myth we need to break,
Yeah.
and I think Alphalete is the first step towards that.
That's amazing. But how did you maintain yourself over the years, decades, just like that? Like, you're the same before, after, like 20
I
years?
just started my career, I think 4-5 years ago.
Wow.
And still miles to go. Yeah, the journey is on.
4-5 years ago? How modest is that? Like, do you ever have a dessert? Or do you have sugar cravings? Do you consume sugars?
I'm a Punjabi, okay? So I always used to live on paranthas and, all those, all those rasagullas and gulab jamuns. But
Really?
yeah, lately I've been not very fortunate to have all these because I have Alphalete with me now. Yeah.
Ah, there you go. That's what I wanted to hear.
We want to know how many parathas can you have at a time and how many gulab jamuns can you have at
In
a
my
time?
college days, I used to have 25 to 26 chapati in one go. In my
What?
college days, yes,
Per meal.
per meal. But now I think gone are those days. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Ken.
Very excited to be here, and also a big hello and thank you to Shravan Garu and Suresh Garu, as well as Sonu Garu, and of course the wonderful athletes and coaches we have here. It was so lovely hearing from you. Whew, Alphalete. Well, I think one of the most interesting things that stood out to me about Alphalete is that the values that you stand for are exactly what I stand for as a performer and an artist. I think when we speak about trust, right, as an artist myself, I've only been gymming since the past 2 years now. And I remember in the initial days, I used to always think, oh, protein powder, supplements, yeah, no, that's just for the bodybuilders. I'm good. But I think over the course of my journey as a fitness lover, I've learned about the importance of inculcating protein in our diets, especially as vegetarians and as a very carb-heavy culture, right? As Indians, we love our rices, our parathas, but to kind of place equal importance on all our macros and our nutrition, that's been a big learning. And it's so cool that Alphalete is bridging that gap. Also, as everybody here has been speaking, I love to get my supplements from the USA. But it's just that every time I have to time it so carefully and ensure that there's a friend or a family member coming, and then I try and ensure that I have enough quota for the whole year, and then that becomes a huge issue with the luggage and the accessibility. So I think it's so cool that you guys are addressing the trust factor as well as the accessibility factor. Thank you for that, Alphalete. Apart from that, I think I would just like to sum up with one statement, which is I think the ultimate luxury today is to know exactly what we're eating, where it's coming from. You know, so many of us are just picking things off market shelves and we have no clue where it was manufactured, where it's come from. And I think with Alphalete, we have all of that sorted. Just before coming here, we had a conversation about how a lot of the protein powders that we find in the market, they have a barcode. But you're saying a barcode does not necessarily speak about how authentic a product is.
Well, anybody could create a barcode. Anybody could, create a website and then send a message to a phone saying that this is authentic. I can scan a stone with a barcode and say this is authentic and send a message to your WhatsApp, and we want people to believe it. But that's not the authenticity that we are trying to establish here. We are trying to establish something else, the trust. Where that's why we have the lab reports directly from the source, the certificate of analysis, where you're doing bacterial analysis, metal, we are doing all kinds of testing that are human testing, animal testing, everything. That analysis is very transparent and visible on the website for the report. For every product that we get is batch lab reports that we are getting on the website. For example, today you get a certain batch of products. The lab reports reflect the same batch number. So tomorrow you get a different batch, the lab report would reflect that particular batch. It's not like one-time lab report and we're done. So it's going to be updated as and when we get the new batch of products with that new batch number.
Wow. I think that's incredible. The fact that it's not just a barcode which is saying, hey, we're authentic, but it's a barcode that is literally showing us the minute-to-minute journey of how it was made and where it was, and every little pit stop.
Every little bit, and the whole journey of the product from where it originated from and how it ended in consumers' hand.
Super cool. I think I'd just like to share that as an artist, I am extremely obsessed with pushing the limits. I love to explore how I can do better and really test the potential of my physical and my mental strength. And Alphalete is really going to help me do that.
Absolutely, and that's the attitude we want from our every consumer, that you can push the limit, and we are here to help you all.
Anyone
Thank
who
you.
has a goal in fitness where they're looking for the right products, Alphalete is your solution, and that solution is alphaletesubs.com.
Alphaletesubs.com. Thank you for doing what you are to
Thank
help
you.
us move stronger.
Thank you for